Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter.
You know what, guys, at the end of the day, haters are gonna hate. You know what? They feeding me. Let's talk about it.
New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts.
First thing today, we're gonna talk about haters in the comments. Once again, this is gonna be the last video that's ever done on this. We're not coming back to this. We're not gonna revisit this. Obviously it does work to my advantage because that video is making more views than most videos on the channel, but I don't want to keep revisiting that. I don't want to give people a space to shake around their big bollocks and stuff, you know. It's upsetting a few people for some reason. Very soft boys in this town, you know, getting very upset about the videos and the fact that I will walk where I want. Yeah, so I guess we're going to come to an end with doing this type of topic. But what I want to know from you guys, do I start and approve those comments so that you guys can also deal with them in the comments? Because it looks like that's what they want. It looks like they want a bit of a limelight.
Never be the same, 'cause that's what it takes.
After that, the last video addressing the haters, I got some messages in there. I approved a few of them. Some of them I didn't want to give them a limelight. They were just being silly boys. One said if he ever sees me out with his girlfriend eating and I film him and his girlfriend eating, he's going to put me in hospital. Yeah, what a joke. So yeah, guys, what I wanted to ask you guys is, should I approve the comments? I want to leave it up to you guys. I want you guys to do a little bit of a vote in the comments. Just say yes, okay the comments, or just put a thumbs up, and I'll start and approve all of them, and then we'll let you guys have a discussion with them, so you guys can have a little backwards and forwards and see. I want to see how many people agree with what I'm saying about certain stuff and how many people disagree, because when I walk around town, I've just been around town again, nearly all the normal soys, no problems whatsoever. I did have one guy at the Witherspoons, I think it was Witherspoons near Soy Bacau, say something like, "Don't be on camera, mate," and I went, "Hey, you're not, the camera's facing that way. I'll never turn the camera in a business, I don't do that." If you go back and watch all my videos, 99% of them aren't facing inside businesses and people. And if someone does approach me and says, "Oh, mate, I don't want to be on that," I'll just edit it out. What do you think we have editing for? You know, I think why a lot of these people do get angry, and I'm not going to side with people being haters in the comments. It's not why I'm going to say this, because some of them are just balloon heads. They just got nothing better to do, but some do have a point. Yes, there is some vloggers. I remember vlogging the dead horse back in the day, you know, put the guy straight on camera, it'd end up in a fight. It didn't have to go that way. He could have just carried on walking and ignored it. Like, he did point it in the bar. I never do that, and you can look at all my videos and you can see I don't do that. When I do a video down Soy 6, you'll very rarely see the inside of a bar into the bar, and hardly the girls at the front. You might see them at the edges of my widescreen camera when I'm talking or when I'm walking forward. You never get a clear really look at what's going on, because my point of the video is going down Soy 6. It might be talking about Soy 6, but I'm not intending to put everyone on camera down there. But I could if I want, because a lot of people do. People live stream in there, people live stream in those places. And there's nothing you can do about it, because a lot of the owners allow live streamers in. It's good for their business. And I'll let that buffoon know. You might be eating in one of my mates' places. I know a lot of business owners here. When I do film in places where people eat, I have permission to do so. So there's nothing you can say about it. As long as I'm not intentionally putting you on camera and being an asshole with you, which I wouldn't be in the first place, there's nothing you can do about it. And that's going to be the end of it. So guys, yeah, give us a vote. Get in those comments. Let me know. Should I approve every single comment that comes through? Do you guys want to have your own little debate in the comments? Or should I let the mods just keep doing what they're doing and keep the haters out? Right guys, I won't put food on it today. I'll try not to, because another person in the comment, but he said it nicely. He was like, I done a pretty serious video the other day. I was sat here discussing something that happened to a friend of mine out here, a girl, and he was like, you shouldn't be eating while you're doing a sit down video, etc., or whatever, or while you're doing the talk about video. He might have a point. People don't want to see me shoving stuff in my mouth and talking halfway through. Apologies if that's hurt anyone else's feelings. But yeah, I will be eating today, so you might catch a little bit of it on camera, but I'll try not to. So yeah guys, I'm gonna wait on my food. I just want to get a bit of food in me, and I'll come back and then we'll discuss the other part of this video. Is soy 6 paradise? Or is Pattaya paradise? Better yet, is Pattaya paradise? But specifically, I'm talking about the Pattaya that everyone comes to see. Because the comments that have come about to make me think about asking these questions was people who work down in soy 6, and they're always writing stuff on their profiles like, guys, welcome back to paradise, and guys, can't wait for you to get back to paradise and see me in my bar, etc. Is Pattaya paradise for some people? I don't think it is, but I've just lived here for quite a long time. It's not paradise, not my opinion, but I want to see other people's opinions. Like I spent a lot of time in Krabi, Pranang, places like that. That's paradise. I grew up in Cape Town, South Africa. Mountains, forests, wildlife, some of the most beautiful beaches in the world. That's paradise. Pattaya might be somebody's. Let me just get my food, we'll come back and discuss.
Slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fake.
So yeah guys, you might think it's a bit odd that I've lived here for so long, and I disagree putting the word Pattaya paradise in the same sentence. But I didn't move here for what Pattaya is. I was in Krabi on off for a bit, went back to the UK before the pandemic, and then just before the pandemic I lost my sister, and a year later I lost my dad. And I worked on the railway, which you know is very stressful. I was on dispatching trains on platforms. They were striking at the minute. Passengers were getting angry, swearing at us every day. I got in a lot of fights on the railway. I just couldn't, I just snapped at everyone. I couldn't take it. I was struggling with grief really bad. I didn't know how to get over my sister passing so young, and then my dad a year later. It just hit me so bad. I lost so much weight. I think when my dad passed, I laid in bed for over a month. I just couldn't move. I was drinking water, coffee, hardly eating. My body shut down for some reason. My mind shut down. I was getting into a very depressive state, and I kept thinking about my brother-in-law. He actually died a year before my sister, committed suicide. And then my mental health started dipping when I started thinking about that. And I was like, what can I do? I was like, I've got all this crypto investment stuff. I was like, bang it, I'm so happy when I'm in Thailand. I'm going to Thailand, but where'd I go? And I was like, the only friends I have from back home live in Pattaya. I was dating a girl at the time. She lived in Rayong, which is not too far compared to Krabi or somewhere like that. Paradise. It's in Krabi. I have some Thai friends there. I know some, one of my best friends actually, he's in charge of the tourist police there, and he runs, his family run a taxi service, a boat service. He used to help me out with lovely holidays when I was there. But I just didn't have no friends from back home, no Western friends in Krabi. So I was like, right, I'm going to Pattaya. I'm going to take a month out there, rest my head. But after that month, I was still very low. I just wasn't coping. But it was getting better because sunshine, beach, coconut on the beach every day, listening to the waves. It was very de-stressing. You know what? My mental health was getting better. So I was like, you know what? I'm staying here longer. I literally emailed my company at the time that I worked for, and I just said I can't come back. I'm going to stay as long as I can. I cashed in all my crypto. Very stupid move at the time. I sold all my crypto off just to stay out here. And then I got involved with some nightlife business and stuff like that out here, long story. But yeah, I never saw this as paradise. I never saw it as a place I actually wanted to stay long term. But I go home, depressive state, working on a railway, which is pretty dangerous when your mind's not in the right place. Or do I stay in Pattaya? There's a lot going on here I don't like. There's some stuff I do. It's got the beach. I can go over to Jomtien, and if I just want a nice, clean, nice beach, the Pattaya beach ain't that nice. But yeah, so but it was never paradise for me, and I just want to understand, like, a lot of you guys obviously probably live here who watch me, and a lot of you come out here on holiday because you're watching a mostly Thailand Pattaya channel. Do you guys consider this paradise away from home? I'd say paradise away from home. I'll put it that way because I was having this discussion with another manager in town from Soy 6 the other day, and he was like, I made a statement on Facebook like, people think this is paradise, and I wasn't dissing Pattaya because I live here. I was just saying, like, this is not my paradise, but it is just the place where I stay. And he was like, well, from what I come back from back home and the stuff I was going through, it made me think about my own situation. This is my paradise. And it made me rethink that my statement was wrong. Like, yeah, maybe it is someone's paradise, but, you know, Pattaya is literally built off of lady bars, lady bars mostly, go-go's, the nightlife, walking street. It's all around the woman and the alcohol, and I always saw this paradise as what I used to do in Krabi. I used to go hiking in random mountain ranges. I used to go on jungle treks. I used to go hang out on islands, Koh Lanta, Koh Potter, Railay Beach. I was there for like 3 weeks just floating around by myself, drinking mushroom shakes. That was paradise. That was real paradise like. So yeah, guys, no real big point to this, but again, I just want some conversation to happen in the comments. Do you consider Pattaya your paradise, and why? Or is it just a short trip you come for during your holiday and then you go somewhere else? Like, I've had friends who've just been over, they spent a week with me here. Specifically, they said they came to see me. They are not really bothered about the Agogo stuff and all that. They were more wanting to see me, their friends from back home, and some friends who met me here but have now steered away from here. They now spend a lot of time going to Phuket, Krabi, and the places which I would call paradise. It was funny what one of the managers said to me in the conversation when we were having this discussion. He was like, be quiet, don't tell everyone on Facebook this is not the paradise, because we want that. I'm not going to say who he is, obviously. I can't do that. He said that was kind of the illusion, the business owners with the bars, etc. You know, they want people to know that here because they want business. They want people to keep coming here, but I don't think we need to call it paradise to keep people coming. But the people who come here for a reason. They will always come to Pattaya for that reason. So I don't think that's an excuse to call it the big paradise on earth. So yeah, but I do love Pattaya. I love the city life here. I love the hustle and bustle. I love the street food. There's a lot of things to love about Pattaya, but when I think about paradise, it's about all those other things I mentioned. So yeah, let's start the discussion, guys. I'm gonna crack on now. I've got something to do. Let's start discussion in there as well as what I spoke about before, about the hater stuff and all that. Start discussion in the comments. Start discussion about this. Why do you come to Pattaya? Do you consider it paradise, or do you do a short trip here and go to the real paradise, the other part of Thailand? Anyway, guys, thanks for watching again. Once again, I always say this at the end: like, subscribe. I'm not going to say comment because I've said that about 10 times. See you soon. Peace.